Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Fill up muna tayo ng mga 25 student bago tayo mag-start.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Sir?
Yes.
Sir, ako po yung hindi pa po nakakapag-midterm.
Okay, so stay ka mamaya, mag-usap tayo.
Sige po. Thank you po.
And also for the rest of the others who did not take the midterm after the class, no, pagkatapos ng attendance, so tignan natin kung ano yung pag-uusapan natin mamaya, no? Kasi I will give you a special midterm exam. Wait lang class, nag-a-admit pa ako. Okay, so I think majority of the students are already here. Yun, meron pa. Okay, so last time, I remember, how was your vacation by the way? Ang haba ng bakasyon natin, no? Last week, wala rin tayong pasok. So, siguro, kung bibilangin natin yung Saturdays na lang na matitira, including this Saturday, which is 16. So, you have 1, 2, 3, then you have 4, 5, 6. No? 6 Saturdays na lang tayo. Okay? O 5 siguro, or 6 or 5. Okay. Okay, so so let's start, no? So last time, if I remember, we had taken up yung Laplace transform pairs. Okay? Then, diniscuss natin yung waveform that will be created by these pairs, no? Now, these transform pairs can be memorized. Okay? So, these are the basic transform pairs, no? Basic lang ito. Okay? So, we will have your sample. Before we go to the example, I will derive some of them, no? Some of the transform pairs. Okay? So, let's say we will derive the exponential transform pairs, which is e raised to at. This one is increasing exponential, and you have the decreasing exponential e raised to negative at. Okay? So first, I'll write question. So f of t, that is equal to e raised to at. Okay? So that is positive or increasing exponential. So tingnan natin. So I'll be stop sharing this one. Okay? Ayan. Okay? So para makita natin kung saan ba nanggaling yung sagot ng e raised to at, tapos ang Laplace nito f of s. So yung maliit na function f of t, time function, can be replaced by capital letter F, and is a function of s. Okay, so take note, f is a complex frequency. Okay, complex frequency yan in Laplace transform. Now, ano ba ang ginagawa natin sa Laplace transform? Time domain siya muna, then you try to convert that to frequency domain. Okay, and this one is 1 over, you have s minus a. No? As you can see, if your exponent is positive at in the time domain, it will become negative a in the frequency domain. Okay? So let's try to derive. Okay? Sa advanced engineering math, I think you have already derived this. Okay? So na-derive nyo na yan. So, and any other transform pairs, no? Diniderive yan eh. Para makita ng estudyante kung saan ba talaga galing yung frequency domain na yan. Okay? Okay, so let's start, no? Now, by the way, the Laplace of f of t, okay, can be defined as the integral from 0 to infinity, okay, then f of t multiplied by the factor e raised to negative st, okay, dt. Now, e raised to negative st is the factor, okay, that can convert your time domain to your frequency domain, okay. So that is equal to the integral from 0 to infinity. F of t is given as e raised to at, okay, multiplied by e raised to negative st, dt. Yan. Okay? So they have the same base sila. So we can add or subtract the exponent, di ba? So integral from 0 to infinity, you have e raised to a minus x, okay, t dt. Okay? So take the integral of this. So ano bang integral niyan? So e raised to a minus s t all over a minus s. Okay? So yan ang integral ng e. Diba? Yung ano, yung coefficient ng t nilalagay dun sa ilalim. Sa derivative kasi, yung coefficient ng variable is nilalagay doon, minumultiply. So, since this one is integral, okay? That is from 0 to infinity. Okay? Ayan. So, distribute the limit. Okay? So, you replace t by the limit. No? Okay? So, we have e raised to a minus s multiplied by infinity all over a minus s minus e raised to a minus s multiplied by 0 all over a minus s. E raised to negative infinity, it will give you,
So, e raised to infinity rin, sir.
ano?
A minus s
Oh,
multiplied by infinity is equals to...
but this one is ano, uh, but this one is a constant, no? So,
Yes,
yung
sir.
constant, tinatanggal yan. So, bali ang magiging fan mo is you have the infinity. So, negative infinity yan, no? So,
Yes, sir.
kung magiging negative infinity yan, nililipat sa baba, it will become positive infinity. Okay? So, parang ganito, no? Parang ganito. So, for example, e raised to negative infinity. That is equal to 1 over e raised to infinity. Okay? So, e raised to 1 over e raised to infinity, it will give you 0. Kasi very large number yon. Okay? So, this one, cancel mo yan, it will become 0. Okay? So, ito na ang may iwan. So, a minus s multiplied by 0 is equal to 1. So, itong nasa taas na to, that is equal to 1. Okay? So, you have negative, you have 1 over, you have a minus s. Okay? Ayan. So, therefore, mangyayari yan, since mayroon sa negative doon, so 1 over s minus e. Okay? So, magiging, yan, ganyan yan. S minus a. Okay, ito. And this one is already your Laplace. Naka-Laplace na to. Okay, so therefore, the Laplace transform of e raised to at, e raised to positive 3, which is, ito yung nakalagay sa transform pairs natin. Ito na, na-derive na natin. Okay? Ayan. So that's same with if this one is e raised to negative 80. So ganyan yung pag-derive natin. Okay? So you can derive your Laplace transform.
Sir, nakuha po kayo.
Ayan. Ayan. So paki-check kung naririnig ako. Ayan. Okay, so this one is integral from 0 to infinity. Okay. Then f of t, which is sine omega t, multiplied by the factor e raised to negative st dt. Ayan. Okay. Now we cannot integrate this. Okay? Kasi iba yung term sinusoidal, tapos this one is exponential. Okay? We will try to convert sine omega t. Now, we will try to convert sine omega t into its equivalent exponential form. Okay? So, ano yung identity na kapag ginawa nating exponential yung sign, no, eh pwede natin i-multiply sa exponential na factor. Okay? Oh. So, ano yung naiisip yung identity? No? Okay, anong identity yon? That is, sin theta. Sin theta is, naku, nakalimutan nyo na. Importante pa naman yung dalawang sin at cosine na yan. Makalimutan nyo na lahat, yung sin at cosine lang na yan ay magkakalimutan. Maraming lumalabas sa board exam yung dalawang yan, sin at cosine. Sin theta is? Wala na. That is e raised to j of theta minus e raised to negative j of theta all over 2j, di ba? Yan ang sine. Ang cosine. Cosine theta. That is e raised to j omega plus e raised to negative j omega, di ba? J theta all over 2. Yan ang identity natin sa sine at sa cosine. Okay? Since omega ito, omega t, so you try to substitute yung omega t dito sa theta. Okay? So that is integral from 0 to infinity. That is e raised to j omega t, okay, minus e raised to negative j omega t all over 2j multiplied by e raised to negative st dt. Diba? Ganyan. Okay? So yung equal sign dapat nandito. Okay? So, constant itong 2j. J is square root of negative 1. Diba? Square root of negative 1 yan. So, that is a constant. So, pwede natin ilabas siya. So, 1 over 2j. Okay? So, ang may iwan is integral from 0 to infinity. At saka ito, naka-multiply dito. And then, pag minultiply mo yung dalawang yan, ito at saka to, then ito yun. No? So, multiply natin. So, E, okay, that is j omega minus s multiplied by t. Diba? Itong dalawa, ito, saka yun. And then, minus e raised to negative j omega plus s. Magiging plus s na yan kasi nilabas yung minus, yung negative. P. dt. Okay? So, integrate mo yan, 1 over 2j. So, integrate mo ito. That is e raised to j omega minus s multiplied by t all over j omega minus s minus e raised to negative j omega plus s t, no, all over negative j omega plus s. That is from 0 to infinity. Okay? Then, substitute the infinity, substitute the limit. Pag sinubstitute ko yung infinity dito, it will become 0. Pag sinubstitute ko yung infinity dito, it will become 0. So, yung 0 naman ang isa-substitute ko, no? So, 1 over 2j, no? Magiging minus na, di ba? Kasi ang una, yung infinity muna. Substitute mo dito. Tapos minus, yung 0 naman ang isa-substitute mo. And since infinity, pag sinubstitute mo dito yung infinity, the whole term will become 0. So minus na, no? Minus. Lagyan mo ng parenthesis na ganyan kasi minus yan. Okay? Sinubstitute yung 0 dito, magiging 1 over j omega minus s. Minus. Substitute mo yung 0 dito, magiging 1. Itong nasa numerator lang ang 1, hindi lahat ng term 1. Okay, so you have 1 minus negative j omega plus s. Yan mo na ganyan. Okay, kasi kung minsan, pag nakakalimutan natin lagyan ng parenthesis, namamali na. Ayan. So, tingnan natin, no? Okay, so we have 1 over 2j. So we have minus. Okay, it will become 1 over j omega minus s. No, magiging plus na. Bakit magiging plus na? Kasi minus minus. Diba? Minus minus. So magiging plus na yan. So 1 over j omega plus s. Okay? Yan. So, 1 over 2j minus pa rin. Common denominator nito. Ano ba ang common denominator nito? So, that is j omega minus s multiplied by j omega plus s. Diba? Okay? So, you have j omega minus s multiplied by j omega plus s. Yan. Okay? Tapos, siyempre ito, lipat doon, ito, lipat doon. Kasi, kukunin mo yung common denominator. So, j omega plus s plus j omega minus s. Yan. Yan, no? Okay. But, what is this? Ito. J omega minus s, j omega plus s. Ano kaya yun? ito ay ganito. So, tingnan nyo maigi, no? A plus B, A minus B. That is A squared minus B squared. Diba? Yan. So, i-apply mo ngayon dito. Okay? So, pag in-apply mo yan dyan, J omega squared. Dito ko na ilalagay, no? Kasya naman eh. Okay. So, magiging J omega squared minus S squared. Okay? So, that is J squared omega squared minus S squared. But what is J squared? Okay? J is square root of negative 1 squared omega squared minus S squared. Okay, so ito, square root of negative 1 squared is negative 1. So therefore, you have negative omega squared minus S squared. Okay, ito, substitute mo dito. So, substitute natin. So, that is 1 over 2j. Okay? And that is negative. So, j omega, that is 2j omega. Positive s minus s, cancelled na yun. Cancelled na yan. Okay? All over, you have negative omega squared minus s squared. Ayan. Okay? Next. So, 1 over 2j. Tanggalin na natin yung minus na yan. Pag tinanggal mo yung negative na yan, ito magiging positive. So, we have 2j omega all over s squared plus omega squared. Okay? Cancel yung 2j na yan, saka yung 2j na yan. So, therefore, this one is omega over s squared plus omega squared. And this one is the Laplace transform, okay, f of s na ng sin omega t. Okay? Ayan.
Sir, question po.
Yes.
Sir, pwede naman po isolve yan, di ba, sa integration by parts?
Pwede. Ito, dito ka mag-start ng integration by parts.
Apo.
Gamitan mo siya ng integration by parts.
Okay po. Thank you, sir.
Yun, eh. Kaya lang, syempre, medyo mahaba na siya pag integration by parts. Okay, di ba? Integration by parts is UB minus integral of
DG, sir.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, so ito yung derivation natin sa sine. Okay, sine yan. And ang Laplace transform naman ng cosine ay ito sa sine to, no? So, sulat ko na lang dito. Yung Laplace transform naman ng cosine omega t ay s naman. S over s squared plus omega squared. Ayan. Yan naman ang sa cosine. So, ganyan din ang procedure kung paano mag-derive ng cosine. Kasi sa cosine natin, ito yung isinasubstitute naman dito. No? Yan, isinasubstitute naman yan dito. And the rest, same procedure. Okay? Same procedure naman yan. So, you can derive your cosine. Okay? Questions? Questions before we go?
None, sir. None.
Okay. Wala, no? Share screen na natin. Okay, so we have other Laplace transform pairs. So ito yung sinasabi ko kanina na cosine. Ayan, yung cosine is s over s squared plus omega squared. Okay? So you can derive that. Okay, so we have other Laplace transform pairs na importante din. Now, ito, u sub t minus a, ibig sabihin yan, yung waveform mo ay shifted siya to a certain value. Kasi pag walang minus a, yung function mo o yung graph mo nag-start sa 0. Okay? So ito, ibig sabihin ng minus a, nag-move siya in a certain value. Okay? So ganun din dito yung delta function natin. So kung walang a, nag-start siya sa 0. Since merong a na nakalagay, ibig sabihin, either before or after. No? Depending on the sign of a. So if your a is minus a, meaning that is after 0. Ibig sabihin ng after 0, nag-start na yung switch or nag-on na yung switch, eh hindi pa nag-on yung lamp. Parang ganun yun. Okay? O yung device. Kapag ito naman ay plus A, ibig sabihin, hindi pa naka-on yung switch, meron na siyang charge. Okay? So, ganun yun, no? Okay, so if your function is hyperbolic, so instead of plus, this one will become minus. Magma-minus to kapag hyperbolic itong dalawa. Same yung Laplace ng ordinary sine sa cosine, pero mag-change na ng sign. Okay? So ito rin, katulad dito, yung sine mo sa cosine, mayroon siyang plus theta dito. They started at a certain degree. Hindi sila nag-start sa 0. Okay? Ayan. So you have the other Laplace transform pairs na importante rin. Okay, so let's try to solve number 8. Evaluate the Laplace transform of the following. So, sulat ko na lang muna yung mga questions. So, number 1, f of t, that is equal to 4e raised to negative 20. So, number 2, so f of t, 20 e raised to 4. Para hindi na tayo pabalik-balik, no? So, kukunin natin sila by 5. 40 e raised to 100. So, we have 1/4 raised to 4 sine 40. Okay? So, stop share ko muna to. Ayan. Okay, so for number 1, we have Laplace. So, ganyan yung symbol ng Laplace, L. That is f of t. Okay? So, kukunin mo yung Laplace nito. That yung 4, nilalabas yan kasi that is constant. So, 4 multiplied by 1 over s plus 20. Diba? Yung e, Laplace ng e raised to negative, it will become 1 over s plus. No? Okay, so that will give you 4 over s plus 20. So that's number 1. Okay. Number 2, so you have Laplace of f of t. That is 20 t raised to 4. So, ilabas ng 20. Ang Laplace ng t raised to n, that is n factorial all over s. No? S, then n plus 4. Yan. Makikita yan sa ano natin, sa Laplace transform pairs. Okay? So that is 20 multiplied by 4 factorial all over s raised to 5. So you have 20. So So, 4 factorial. Okay, so tingnan natin. 4 factorial. Factorial. Yan, 4 factorial. 24. Yan. Multiplied by 24 over s raised to 5. So therefore, you have 20 times 24, 480. Ayan. 480 s raised to 5. Okay? That is the Laplace transform. Okay, number 3. Dito na tayo. So, number 3, you have Laplace ng function f of t. Okay. So, that is 40 over s minus 100. Yan. Diba? Ito. Kasi that is positive. So, magiging negative yun. Okay, number 4. Laplace ng, pwede ko rin naman ilagay dito 1/4 yan. Pwedeng ganyan, no? Okay? Oh, so that is 1/4. You have 4 factorial all over s. 4 plus 1. So that is 1/4 multiplied by 24. Nakuha na natin kanina yan. So 24 over s raised to 5. So therefore, so you have 24 divided by 4, that is 6. Tama? 6 ba yan? Okay, 6 over s raised to 5. Okay, that's number 4. Number 5, you have Laplace of sine 40t. Diba? So, na-derive na natin kanina yung sine. That is omega over s squared plus omega squared. So, you have 40 over s squared plus, so 40 squared natin yan. Yan, 1,600. Okay? So, ganun lang kabilis kung na-memorize niyo yung pairs. Ngayon, kung hindi nyo na-memorize yung pairs, o di mag-i-integrate kayo. Okay? Mag-i-integrate kayo isa-isa. Okay, next. So, let's go to the next set of questions. Share natin muna. 6 to 10 naman. Okay, pagdaling ko pa. So, you have 6. That is cosine square root of 3. T. Number 7. F of t. That is hyperbolic. Hyperbolic sine of square root of 2t. Then number 7, 8. Okay, number 8. So that is f of t hyperbolic cosine. 1/4 t. Number 9. 30. 377t. And number 10. Okay, balikan natin yung number 10 mamaya, no? Okay, so sulat ko na lang yung number 10. In terms of equation, that is, ang height, tingnan nyo yung number 10, ang height niya ay 2, meron siyang limit na from 0 to 4. Ayan, from 0 to 4. Tapos, ang height niya ay 5, meron siyang limit na 4 to 5. 4 hanggang 5. Kaya makikita niyo yan. And meron yung negative 3, o yung 0 muna, yung 0 meron siyang limit from 5 to 6. And yung negative 3, meron siyang limit na 6 to infinity. Papuntang infinity. Okay? So, stop share this. Okay, ayan. So, ito yung pinabanggit ko kanya sa number 10. Kung na-visualize yung maigi yung figure, yung height na ay 2, no? Mayroon siyang limit from 0 to 4. Yung height niya ay 5, limit niya from 4 to 5. Then yung 0, limit niya ay 5 to 6. Tapos yung negative 3, kung napansin nyo, hindi siya na-cut, no? Parang dire-diretso siya. That's 6 to infinity. Okay, so that's number 10, no? Okay, so let's start with number 6. So, yung question natin sa number 6, so that is Laplace of cosine square root of 3t. Okay, ayan. So, that will give you, okay, ang cosine kasi, ang Laplace ng cosine is s over s squared plus omega squared. Okay? So, s over s squared plus omega squared. Ito yung omega. Squared mo yan, so this one will become 3. Diba? Squared mo yung square root of 3. O di 3, canceling square root. Okay? Number 7. Laplace ng hyperbolic, okay, sine ng square root of 2t. Okay, so that is sine niyan. So ang Laplace niyan ay omega. Omega sa taas. Okay, so that is square root of 2 all over s squared. Since this one is hyperbolic, it will become minus. No? And then square root of 2 squared, that is equal to 2. Okay? So hyperbolic yan ha. So kailangan minus. Okay, next. Dito na lang. Number 8. Ayan dito. Okay, so number 8. Ito ay number 8 natin. Okay, so number 8. So, Laplace ng hyperbolic cosine of 1/4 t. Okay, so kung may hindi kayo naintindihan, mayroon namang chat box dyan. So, makikita ko naman. Okay? So, since this one is cosine, ang Laplace transform ng cosine ay s sa taas. Tapos hyperbolic, so minus. Okay? So, s over, so we have s squared minus, squared mo yan, 1 over 16. Okay? That is hyperbolic. Number 9. So you have Laplace of 30 sine, you have 377t. Okay? So 30, nilabas mo yung 30, that is constant. Sine yan, so omega, di ba? Omega, nasa taas, so 377 over, hindi ito hyperbolic, so sine squared, magiging plus, then squared ng 377, okay, so 142,129. O kaya, pwede naman ganito. Pwedeng left mo as squared na lang. Okay, kasi masyadong mahaba eh. 142,129. Okay, sakay natin dito. 142,129. Okay, 377 yan kasi ang frequency nito ay 6e, di ba? 2 pi, ito kasi, this one is omega, di ba? Omega yan. And what is omega? 2 pi f. Ba? O anong frequency? Di 60. Ba? O. Okay? Number 10. Number 10 tayo. So, kunin mo yung Laplace nito. Laplace ng function. O, plus, depende sa waveform yun, ha? Kasi yung waveform na ginamit ko dyan ay variable na square wave. Okay? O. So, that is integral from 0 to 4. Ayan. That is 2 e raised to negative st dt plus integral from 4 to 5. No? You have 5 e raised to negative st dt. So, wag na natin i-integrate yung 0. Wala rin naman. Okay? Plus, you have integral from 6 to infinity. You have negative 3 e raised to negative st dt. Okay? So, nilabas yung 2. Okay? Then, ano ba ang integral nito? So, we have e raised to negative st all over negative s from 0 to 4. Plus, nilabas yung 5. E raised to negative st all over negative s from 4 to 5. Okay? Then you have minus 3. Negative 3 kasi. You have e raised to negative st all over negative s from 6 to infinity. Okay? So distribute the limit, that is 2. Okay, so you have e raised to negative 4s all over negative s. Diba? Yung t ang pinapalitan dito, hindi yung s kasi integral with respect to t. Minsan ang estudyante nalilito yung s ang nilalagyan ng value. Okay? Then minus e raised to negative 0s all over negative s. Okay? O, isulat ko lang kasi para mamaya na tayo mag-cancel. Plus 5. Okay? Limit e raised to negative 5s all over negative s minus e raised to negative 4s all over negative s. Okay? Plus, itong negative 3, no? Okay, minus pala yun. So, minus 3. Then, we have e raised to negative infinity s all over negative s. No? Minus e raised to negative 6s all over negative s. Okay? So, this one is 1. Itong buong term na to ay 0. Okay? So, simplify natin 2. Okay? Then you have e raised to negative 4s all over negative s plus 1 over s. Plus 1 over s na, di ba? Ito. Plus 5. So we have e raised to negative 5s all over negative s plus e raised to negative 4s all over s. Then minus 3. You have magiging plus na to. Ito 0, magiging plus na yan. So, e raised to negative 6s all over s. Okay? Oh. So, pagkatapos yan, distribute mo yung 2, 5, at saka yung 3 dun sa respective multiplier nila, no? Okay? O, tingnan natin. So, that is equal to. So, you have 2e raised to negative 4s all over, lalagyan ko na yung negative doon. So, s plus 2 over s minus 5 e raised to negative 5s all over s. O yung minus na yan, ito na yun Okay? Then plus 5 e raised to negative 4s all over s. Okay? Then minus 3 e raised to negative 6s all over s. Okay? So, pwede nating tanggalin yung i-factor out yung s. So, 1 over s. Okay? O, anong maiiwan? Okay? So, you have 2. Okay? And then you have plus 3 e raised to negative 4s. Diba? Ito, saka to. Pareho sila ng exponent. So, e raised to negative 4s, e raised to negative 4s. So, 5 minus 2, 3. Minus 5 e raised to negative 5s and minus 3 e raised to negative 6s. O, diba? O, yan ngayon ang Laplace ng waveform na yon. Okay, so this one is your f of s. Now, kung mapapansin nyo, dapat pala solve kayo, hindi yung parang natataranta o nag-aapura. No? One by one. Okay? Okay, questions?
Wala po, sir.
Wala? Okay. So, kung walang question, okay, so kung walang question, tingnan natin kung magagawa nyo to. No? Try lang natin. So, halimbawa, f of t, that is equal to 4. Okay? From 0 to 5. And then you have, let's say, negative 4. Then you have from 5 to infinity. Okay? So, you try this. No? Paano nyo, how can you visualize the waveform? Parang ganito yan. Ito yung 0. So, ito yung 5. No? Papunta dun yung t. Ito yung 4. Ito yung negative 4. O sabi, yung 4 daw from 0 to 5. O ibig sabihin, nandito yan. Okay? Tapos yung negative 4, nandito sa ilalim. Yun, hanggang dun na yun. O, yan ang waveform niya. Ito yung waveform. Tapos hanggang infinity na yan. So, what is the Laplace transform? Okay? O, sige. Paki-solve, then either ilagay nyo sa chat box. Chat box ba yan? Okay? So, chat column yung sagot or dito sa GC natin. Oh, you try, no? I-try nyo kahit na magkamali kayo kasi mas maganda yung nagkakamali kayo para alam nyo kung saan kayo nagkamali. Try nyo lang. Okay, so may sumagot na isa. Okay, 1 minute. Okay, so isa pa lang yung nagsasubmit. So let's try to check kung tama. Then check nyo rin kung gumawa kayo. Okay, check natin. So dito na lang. Okay, so we have 4, no? Then you have integral from 0 to 5. You have e raised to negative st dt. Nilabas ko na yung 4, no? So you have plus integral, no. So you have negative 4, no? So you have negative 4, then integral from 5 to infinity. Yeah. Then e raised to negative st dt. Okay? So you have 4, you have
Sir, di na po sir makita. Pausog po pakaliwa po.
ganyan.
Hindi po sir, kabila po.
Ganito.
Anti pa po sir. Thank you po.
Okay? So we have e raised to negative st all over negative s from 0 to 5. Okay? And then you have negative 4 e raised to negative st all over negative s from we have 5 to infinity. Okay? So we have 4. So we have e raised to negative 5s all over negative s minus we have e raised to negative 0s all over negative s. Okay? And then you have negative 4. Then you have e raised to negative infinity s all over negative s. Then we have minus e raised to negative 5s, okay, all over negative s. Okay? So this one is 1. Itong buong to ay 0. Okay? And then you have, pasok na natin yung 4. So you have negative 4 e raised to negative 5s all over s. Magiging plus na, di ba? You have 4 over s. Diba? 1 ito, pinasok yung 4, ito na, then magiging plus. Okay? Then dito naman, so negative, negative, positive. Negative yun. Diba? So you have negative 4 e raised to negative 5s all over s. Okay? Ayan. So, magiging 1 over s. That is 4 minus 8 e raised to negative 5s. So, this one is the Laplace. So, tingnan natin. Dito sa mga nag-chat. Okay, so ang sagot niya ay 1 over s Okay, so may kulang ng 4. Ito namang isa. Nolasco. Kulang din naman si Mr. Nolasco. Okay, Mr. Lucas, ang nangyari sa kanya, teka, umaangat. Okay, so nangyari sa kanya ay, ayun, kulang siya ng 4. Kulang ng 4 yung S, yung 1 over S mo. Dapat kahit na hindi mo nilabas yung 1 over S, okay lang yun, walang problema. So, it's a matter of factoring lang naman yan, pinactor out. So, dapat may, yan, plus 4 over S. Okay? Kung hindi mo pinactor out, ganito lalabas niyan, no? So, you have 8 e raised to negative 5s all over s. Yan, ganyan yan, negative yon. Then plus 4 over s. Yan. So, pareho lang ang sagot. Okay? Tapos, dito, yung sign, kung mayroong 4 over s yun, at saka yung sign ng 5, so yung ano, tawag doon, yung exponent, yan, mali rin. Parang sinulas ko, mali din yung ano, okay, exponent. Okay, so let's see, what else? Screen share ko lang. Okay, so before we will have a break, discuss ko na to para pagdating natin ay kasagutan na natin yung theorems, no? Okay, so we have 10 theorems. Ayan, nakalagay naman dyan. Okay, so yung number 1, we have addition and subtraction. So if you have many terms, no? If you have so many terms of function that is written in time domain, so ang gagawin mo, isa-isa, no? Isa-isahin mo yung pagkukuha ng Laplace. So kung dalawa yung time domain na yan, o di kunin mo muna yung Laplace ng una, then Laplace ng pangalawa. Okay. Next, number 2, scalar multiplication. Ito, ginagawa na natin to. Okay? So yung function mo, mayroong constant. So ang ginagawa, nilalabas yung constant na k, and then, kinukuha yung Laplace ng natitirang function. Okay, next. Number 3, translation in time. Ibig sabihin ng translation in time, class, yung function mo is shifted to a certain value of time. Okay, so paano kinukuha ang Laplace nito? So ang unang gagawin, tatakpan mo muna yung a, no? As if ayan. As if na hindi existing yung shifting. Kunin mo muna yung Laplace. And then, you try to affix yung e raised to negative as. No? Take note that kung negative a yan, ang ilalagay mo sa Laplace mo ay e raised to negative as. If this one is positive, so positive as. That is translation in time. Number 4, you have translation in S domain. So, kapag yung time domain mo ay mayroong nakalagay na e raised to at, ibig sabihin, kukunin mo muna yung Laplace. Kapag kinakuha mo na yung Laplace, you try to replace all the value of S by S minus A. If this one is positive. If this one is negative, S plus A. Okay? So that's translation in S domain. Okay, so later class, isahin natin yan. Then as we go along with the problem or the example, babalikan natin yon para ma-connect natin yung theorem dun sa example. Okay? Ayan. So, lang, no? Pag-attendance muna ako, then we will go back later, no? Para masagutan natin yan. So, yung magiging quiz nyo dito, class, yung magiging quiz nyo, separate natin yung ordinary Laplace doon sa inverse Laplace. Kasi baka magkagulo yung lesson natin. Medyo mahaba kasi ito. Okay? So, mag-check na ako ng attendance. Okay, so we have, so as I call your name, no, you can have a break now o pwede ka nang umalis, no? Balik na lang tayo for siguro mga 15 minutes. 15 minutes lang. So balik tayo mga 55 siguro. Okay, adelante. Say present ha, adelante.
Present, sir. Present.
Alagar. Alinsub.
Present, sir. Present po.
Alvaro.
Present, sir.
Amanbi.
Present, sir.
Anastasio.
Present po.
Andaya. Andaya. Angeles.
Present, sir.
Año Nuevo.
Present, sir.
Ansale.
Present, sir.
Sacador.
Present, sir.
Palando.
Present po, sir.
Palatayo. Bangkolo. Bantige.
Present po.
Borja. Brito.
Present po, sir.
Agadas.
Present, sir.
Espada.
Present, sir.
Pineta.
Present, sir.
Dacalos.
Present, sir.
El Mundo. De la Cruz.
Sir, excuse me po kay Del Mundo, sir. Nawalan na po ng kuryente sa kanila. Nag-text po.
Nag-chat pa siya sa akin. Hindi siya nag-chat.
Pinapachat ko po. Di na po nagre-reply eh.
Okay. Pero nandito ba siya kanina? Ako, tatagal tayo pag ganito. Sana pag
Opo, sir.
mamaya na sana siya mag-explain. Okay. So, De La Cruz.
Present, sir.
De La Rosa. Lugos.
Present, sir.
Eduardo.
Present, sir. Present po.
Encaliado.
Present po, sir.
Nirom.
Present po, sir. Present.
Cababier.
Present, sir.
Erisilda.
Present, sir.
Pelitano.
Present, sir.
Escon.
Present, sir.
Gonzales. Gonzales Carlos. Gonzales Sheila.
Present, sir.
Guzman. Video.
Present po.
Ayun. Oxing. Juanir. Liboon.
Present po.
Lucas.
Present, sir.
Present daw si Juanir. Okay. Okay. Maka.
Present, sir.
Malikdem.
Present, sir.
Aragong.
Present po, sir.
Mendoza. Gino.
Present po, sir.
Mendoza.
Mendoza Juno Patrick, sir. Present po.
Mendoza Melvin.
Present, sir. Present.
Meneses.
Present, sir.
Kanan.
Nakanan, sir. Present.
Nolasco.
Present daw po, sir. Wala daw po siyang mic.
Sir, present daw po.
Claria.
Laria, sir. Present.
Padamada.
Present po, sir.
Imanyo.
Present, sir. Kimanyo.
Rabulan. Regis. Rosal.
Present, sir.
Takno.
Present, sir.
Tebes.
Present, sir.
Julio.
Present, sir.
Valderrama.
Present, sir. Present po.
Okay, so wala na, no?
Sir, Borra po. Nawawala lang po yung data.
Teka. May nag-chat sa akin. Saan yung Rosal? Okay. Sino yan? Sinasabi mo? Wala na ba?
Pacific.
Sir, Borra po.
Pacific.
Okay, wala na.
Salamat, sir.
Okay, so
Pacific, sir.
ano daw yun? Pacificar, buhay ka pa pala, Mr. Pacificar?
Yes, sir. Nag-chat po ako, di ba, nung nakaraan, sir?
Wala, tignan mo.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so break tayo ng 50. Balik tayo 50.